Mirror's Edge seemed too good to be true. The promises of a bright, vivid, first-person parkour title felt just out of reach for this generation, which has made a point to stay decidedly brown and gray. As its release approached, it became clear that it was, indeed, a reality, but many remained skeptical as to whether or not this type of game could really turn out to be as fun as it looked. Players assume the role of Faith Connors as she attempts to unravel the mystery surrounding her sister's imprisonment after an assassination of a rising political figure. Faith is a runner in a dystopian society, transporting information not meant for governmental eyes. Much of the game does take place atop pearly rooftops, but there are also indoor sections throughout the game, running through a shopping mall, sewers, or a subway tunnel adds needed variation to the gameplay, and you're never in one place for long enough for it to feel repetitive. It has its share of predictable twists and turns, as well as some swings at character development that mostly fall flat. But the story is entertaining enough to justify trying to see how it ends.
What are you thinking about? A murderer?
Slick, smooth, bright and vibrant, the city glows with excitement and a sense of eerie perfection. Even when running at the fastest speeds, there are no frame rate drops, and the game's graphics are enough to justify a purchase for videophiles anxious to show off their television and console.
It bugged out. You should be able to get into the mall without being shot at.
The different environments all look wonderful, and the fact that extended gameplay doesn't cause horror nausea is a testament to how well the visuals in the game were put together. If it weren't for the occasional textural pop-ins, it would be impossible to know that it was running on the Unreal Engine, and they are so infrequent that it's never bothersome. Faith is incredibly agile, and the camera remains in first person as she jumps, slides, runs, and crawls across different environments. The controls are simplistic, allowing players to hit one button to go up and another to go down. Holding a trigger might slide under an obstacle, while another might jump over it. It's very minimalist, even when the combat and quick turn modifiers are thrown into the mix. Before long, you'll be able to control Faith as she runs along walls, disarming enemies and accomplishing fantastic acrobatic feats. The problem with Mirror's Edge is that too much of the gameplay stems from frustrating trial and error situations. It's simply too hard to judge if a ledge is just out of reach or if a fall will kill Faith, and, because of this, repeating sections over and over might become routine. When the game flows smoothly, it's incredibly fun, but other times you'll repeat a section again, and again, and again. Some parts seem to require several attempts to complete, even if it feels like nothing different was done on the final successful run. Because of the difficulty, there are few games that give the sense of accomplishment Mirror's Edge gives after completing a particularly tough section. Adding to the replay value are the time trial and race modes. Connecting to the internet, gamers can compete with players from all around the world in race and time trial modes. Both have ghost support, meaning that friend and world record holders can be raced against in ethereal form. Watching some of the highest ranked players show fantastic feats possible in Mirror's Edge can add an immense amount of replay value for anyone already interested in the title. It's easy to grow frustrated with Mirror's Edge. At times, it might feel like the pixel-perfect precision required in old platformers is needed to complete the game, but it's usually worth the extended effort to try. When it works great. And if the issues are resolved in a sequel, I could see the series becoming extremely well received in the future. In the present, however, though frustrating, it's worth paying attention to. It's fast, original, and beautiful. Everything you should expect from a holiday blockbuster. If you're easily frustrated by difficult games, it might be wise to rent it first, but be warned. Beauty and addictive race modes might be enough to pull you in for a purchase.